Alright.
Hello. Hello and welcome to the live stream today. My name is Ricky Pucci, otherwise known as Chock-full of Moxie, and I'm going to be playing a little bit more of Final Girl. I'm super excited to do some more Final Girl streams. Yeah, I've seen other people do solo board gaming on Twitch and YouTube, and it seemed like something that I'd really like to do. One of the best things about solo board gaming is that if you want to do it, you just do it. Like, it doesn't matter. But one of the things that's not fun about it is that it's an experience that is totally yours, which is great as far as accessibility, but as far as like wanting to like share it with somebody, it's a little bit more fun if you're like talking to somebody. So yeah, so I'm excited to be doing this live streaming experience with you. All right, so for those of you that don't know, Final Girl is a solo board game, sort of like Solitaire, where you have a person in a horror movie situation, and you're trying to have them escape as the final girl, as the protagonist of the story. And last time I played on stream, it did not fare very well. We did not actually have the final girl. Our final girl ended up dying, so not so fun. So I'm just adjusting my camera, and just so that you can see, here's our beautiful board supplied with the camera that is above my head. It's funny, I did all this stuff before, but I'm like, I want to try to make it just a little bit nicer. Alright, so I have many different cameras, angles situated for here, but this is the main board. In this section, I'm going to have the killer board as well as the location board. Over here, we have our terror deck, our events, items, and dark powers. And then this section, this quadrant, is like my activity board. And it's going to allow me to see what's going on over here, the different actions that we can take, and the final girl that I'm going to be playing as today is Selena. And Selena's power is that when resolving search actions, you roll 2 additional dice. So that's going to be handy because today we are going against the Poltergeist, which has been made popular in such films as Poltergeist. So if you recall seeing any scary movies like Poltergeist, you can write it in the chat. Alright, so this game, unlike the game with Hans where I was furiously trying to attack Hans, this time around, when dealing with a ghost doesn't have hit points. A ghost can send things at you, a poltergeist can send things at you, but they're not necessarily actively trying to attack you. They're using things to attack you. So having a character that can deal lots of damage isn't necessarily the thing that we want. And then I do have the special figurines. So this is the Poltergeist. She's so pretty. And then I do have the little girl that we're going to be searching for, Caroline. Just Caroline? So very cool. I just want to say happy Easter to everyone. Yeah. So what I'm doing now is I am shuffling up our Poltergeist finale cards. So at the end of the game, once we finish through our terror deck, there's like a grand finale, like a thing that will change the story like to the nth degree. But before that happens, we do have a dark power. And that's like a midway sort of, that's like a midway, you know, sort of level up for the killer. All right. And we are going to be at Creech Manor. All right. One of the things that I like about Creech Manor is that it is a vertical map. So most other maps you're dealing with going from different locations, and they're not vertically, they're like sort of like laid out, you know, on the ground. But this map is a vertical mansion. And I think that's really cool because it is the only map thus far that is vertically done. It's funny, in my head, like if they ever did like a like prom sort of scenario, I would want it to be like vertically. You know, you'd have the dining area, you know, you'd have like the dining room and, you know, the dance floor in the center. Like you sort of break it up that way in my head. I think that would be really cool. All right. So in this game, we're going to be looking for a little girl in order for us to leave and to successfully do everything. Oops. I forgot to... Oh, shoot. I forgot that I was in live mode. Instead of edit mode. So yeah. I've been showing things and you guys can't see it. I do apologize. I am a little bit of a novice, but that's okay. It's good to... learning is definitely an experience, you know? All right, so the cool thing about this is that we're gonna be looking for a little girl, and depending on, you know, sometimes she might say that she needs her stuffed animal in order to leave. So it's really... So it's really interesting to see if and how you can leave. All right, so then I'm getting my items ready. So I did place the little girl and her bunny into a pile, as well as I put a random item in the third pile. All right, so this stuff is done. Take the little tokens that we might need, we might not. Alright, so this is done. I love this game because this setup is like, it's very like, I think it's like therapeutic. You just like do it. Okay. The garage pile is done. Garage. All right, attic. It's funny, the one time that I did win this, or the couple of times that I won it, I found her very easily. And like, it's funny when that happens, like, I'm like, it doesn't feel like a real win. Like, it was a win, but it doesn't feel like a win. I don't know if that's ever happened to you when you're playing a game. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like a win. Don't get me wrong, I'll count it, but it doesn't feel like a win. Alright, so now I am mixing up my terror deck. Alright, and so this deck is really the AI of the killer. So this determines what the killer is going to do during the killer round. So this game consists of many rounds. The first round is the girl's turn, and then the shopping mode. Then it's the terror deck, the action mode for the killer, as far as them, you know, doing their action, and then last but not least, the upkeep phase, and that if we need to, you know, move any of the victims, or even if I want to like put items in my backpack or in my hand. All right, the setup is as followed. We are at the dead zone. So I'm going to set up my board to look just like that. And the cool thing about this game is that it adds different variables. What's the variabilities? So Creech. Just making sure that Creechy, yes. Creechy, yes. Okay. Just making sure that I didn't leave Caroline and all right. So I have all that. I just need to lay out my meeples now. Look at that. Not a bad setup. I'm not a bad guy. And then Cupid is in the back playing Fortnite. Say hi, Cupid. Say hi, the Lucia heads. Or not. Alright, so I'm gonna put down, I got 2 people right next to the attic. Alright, person in the, 2 people in the closet. Ooh! Alright, I have 2 people in the ballroom. And the cool thing is I'm able to use my camera right there, and you're able to see what is going on. So we have people in the ballroom, closet, the little pre-attic area. 1 person here, 1 person here. And so with the way that this game works is that when I get people to leave safely, it helps me, and it gives me different bonuses. So if I do it, you know, I'll get to put a meeple in those little spots, and so I get to pick it. So I might be able to gain 2 time, remove a space, or take a search action, or lose some horror. So fun. All right. Selena has 6 health, which is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna do 5, and then I have these handy dandy tokens. So like a horror movie, the really cool thing about this game is that if a killer or a final girl is on their last health, and if they die, you don't know if that character is really dead. Sort of like at the end of a movie, sometimes you'll think that they're dead, and then like a hand reaches out and they're still alive. So it's like a false ending. So that's what these tokens are for. It's a stand-in token, and then on the back of it, it might give them bonus health or no bonus health. But the cool thing about it, though, is that it allows for you to have like an extra shot. And some final girls have better odds, you know, because they're able to go through the deck to try to find more health. But so, all right, so I got all those 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. All right, that is good. I'm gonna put a couple of extra little meeples over here. I'm gonna put some special character meeples. So sometimes there will be extra people. All right. All right. And then I already pulled an event, so my event card is Clingy Victims. So this is in play all game, and that is you must have at least 1 victim follow you if able. All right, so that means I'm just gonna have people following me, and it's a maximum of 2. All right, so it's funny, I have these beautiful figurines, but I'm going to use the regular meeples, and the reason why is because they're easier to see on screen. So the final girl starts in the attic, and Poltergeist starts, it looks like that's a bathroom, so she's probably like a Bloody Mary type character. And the horror starts at 3, and I'm gonna put time at 6, and the bloodlust is at the beginning. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can actually, just because I don't necessarily know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna see if I can see if I can, like, I almost said chop it, but like, I just want to see if I can not highlight it, but like be able to like clip editor, social reminders. Hold on just one moment. Create chapters in stream. All right, I was gonna try to see if I could like figure out how to like make like a chapter break for this stream, but I don't necessarily know. I'll figure that out later. Actually, editor. I have a thing for highlighter, creator, widget. Not those. Just want to make like a scene break. I guess bookmarks, settings, hotkeys. All right. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that, so I'll enter it in later. So, we're starting the game. Okay, so we're gonna start the game. We got this. Maybe. Hopefully. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm playing as Selena. We are up in the attic. All right, we got to get the hell out of here. And luckily for me, my bonus action includes lots of search action cards. All right, so I think since I'm already at the attic, I have two options. Either I can like try to like get some people out immediately and help us with our special ability, or I could just start searching now. You know what? I'm going to try to, since I only need to get 4 people out in order to get my special ability, I'm going to try to walk. Actually, I'm going to focus first. I lied. Okay, so I'm going to focus. All right, I got 2 partial successes, so I'm going to use a short rest and a weak attack. I'm going to use my short rest and a weak attack in order to buy 1 success. So that means I'm going to lose a horror, and I'm also going to lose 1 time. I'm going to do that 1 more time, and I really hope that I'm going to get a success, because if I can, yes, I have 1 success. So that means I'm going to lose 1 more horror, and I'm going to lose 1 more time. That way I will be able to roll 3 die for my walk action that I'm taking. And I got a 1. All right, so I'm hanging out with my people. Guys, we got to get going. There's like an evil spirit here, and we cannot stay. We cannot stay. You guys got to get out of here. So I think we should make a beeline for I think it would be smart if we made a beeline towards this exit, since either out here or out here, because the poltergeist is in this area and the people will not follow me into this area. All right, so I am gonna walk one more time. Yes. All right, I have a double success. So this means I can move 2 spaces. I can move 2 spaces with my action. So we're gonna go 1, we're gonna go 2, right? So what this means is that I'm gonna take my 1 walk. So what this means is that next turn, if I'm able to, 1, 2, if I get at least 2 movements, I'll be able to have 2 people escape, which will be a really successful first round. This is like a first round on speed. Selena is not playing. She, with her Final Girl handbook, she is like straight to the point. Like, you guys gotta get out of here. All right. Now, well, that's good for us. The poltergeist is... Oh, wait, oops. I forgot to flip the items. All right. All right, Mr. Floppy is on there, which is good, in case we need him. All right, so... Terror. The trees are alive. All right. Oh. All right. So if you're in a window spot, take away a health. All victims in a window spot are killed. Oh wait. Oops. Never mind. I didn't go shopping. All right. So I am going to do a sprint as well as a close call. And then I'm going to return my stuff, and we're going to ignore the fact that I messed up. All right, so anybody over by a window is going to die. So I do have a friend that just died, which is unfortunate, and it says that if at least 1 victim is killed, you're going to bring up the thing. All right, so it's 1 thing because the victim went, and it's another because of the fact that it has a special token, so it actually went up twice. All right, and then I'm going to pull for another event that just happened, and it says, Frozen in fear. Victims will no longer panic during the panic phase. All right. All right. And then this stays in action. All right. So what this means is that we actually already unlocked... Oh, no. All right. All right, forgetting something, and it says that we need Mr. Floppy in order to escape. All right, now, I believe Mr. Floppy wasn't supposed to be one of the top cards, so that is a my bad issue. I fucked up. But we're gonna roll with it. Are we? No, we're not. Okay. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to undo the items. Okay, so those are our first items. All right, so now I have no idea where Floppy or Caroline is. No idea whatsoever. So I resolved that. So Caroline, have no idea where Floppy is. All right, and then the ghost is going to move 2. 1, 2, and the ghost is going to attack. Attacked. Okay. Now it's my turn. Alright, I'm going to sprint, unfortunately, with the horror. Oh, yeah. Went up. No, it's cute. Alright. Alright. Oh no! Alright, so unfortunately I got a partial success, but I only have 1 card. So I'm going to take 2 away to be able to roll again. Oh no. Oh no, I tripped. So I tripped over my victims. We ended up moving a spot. So I'm going to take 1 damage and lose 2 more time. And that is the end of my turn. So I do have to go shopping. All right, I get my free stuff, and I do have 2. I do have 2 that I can spend. So I'm going to spend it on another sprint card to hopefully be able to help me out. I'm going to make my change, and now it is the time of the Poltergeist. All right, so the Poltergeist is going to pull up a terror. The shadows are closing in. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, you do something else. All right. So I'm gonna gain 2 horror, 1, 2, and then the Poltergeist is gonna go towards the closest victim, which is here, and attack. So she just killed 1 person. All right, dark power, done. All right. Oh no, this isn't good. All right. And then upkeep. We're all good. All right, so now it is my turn, and I'm going to focus. I have a partial success, so I'm going to use that weak attack and short rest to make it so that way I have 1 success. So I'm going to lose a horror, and I'm going to lose 1 time. All right, now I'm going to sprint. Okay, so I do have 1 success. So I'm going to move 1, and they run out. So I'm going to lose 2 horror, 1, 2, and then I'm going to I'm going to take a search action card. All right, so I moved 1, and I'm going to go 2, and then I'm also going to walk. Oh no! All right, so I got a double failure, which is not fun. So I'm going to lose a health. So I trip again. I'm very clumsy. I do get to move 1. And I lose 2 time, 1, 2. And I'm going to walk yet another time. I'm going to try to stop tripping over myself. Oh, I get an extra die too. Cool. I do have a single success. I have a single success as well as a partial, but I'm going to just take it as a single success. So I do get to move 1 space. So I'm hanging out with the people. Great. I'm going to try to get them out as well. And I'm going to leave these my last two cards, which is a search and a focus. I'm going to leave those. I'm going to leave those, which is good. All right, but I do have 3. So I'm going to search and focus. I'm going to take a sprint for 2, and I'm going to take a close call. I'm just trying to get to the point where Selena has her special ability, and then we'll be like searching tons. All right, but unfortunately, now it is time for the Poltergeist. All right, the tarot deck says everything was flying around. Place the Poltergeist with the closest victim or in your space if there are no victims. Let's see. All right, so the way that the game works is that the closest victim is right here. All right, and so she's going to attack the victim. That victim has died. The bloodlust is going to go up. All right, and then that is the end of that spot. Now, she does get to make her regular move, which means that she gets to move 2. 1, 2. Oh no, I can't do anything. We're stuck in this spot. That sucks. Because now I'm not able to... The victims won't follow me into the same spot as the killer. And that really sucks. Since I can't attack the killer, so we're kind of just stuck here for one spot. And there isn't a way to get out of this area. So we are literally stuck. Alright. Oh, that's not fun, and I can't search or anything. Alright, so this turn is going to be a wash. So I do have a focus. So I'm going to focus. I'm going to focus to try to get back to 3 die. And I successfully am able to do that. So I'll lose a time. And I'll lose a horror. And that's it. That I can't do anything else this turn, unfortunately. So, yeah. So I'm going to go shopping now. And for the shopping, I do have 5 available. So I am going to, since I have 5 available, I do have a sprint and a search. I'm going to take a guard card for 2. Just in case she throws things at me. I'm going to get all my free cards. And then for 3, you know what? For 3, just for giggles, I'm taking a distraction. So that'll help me get my focus down if she really starts to, go after me focus-wise or horror-wise. If I start getting freaked out. All right, so I'm done with my time. Now it's time for the terror. So it says, something unholy happened in the roll a die, depending on the results. Coordinates with a place, and it says roll a die, depending on the results, place the killer in that room. And it says something unholy happened in the closet, and that's where my 2 victims are. Yeek. So now the victim randomly teleported into the closet, and so she's going to take a stab at one person. Boom. All right. And so she killed a person, so now I gain 2 horror because of the bloodlust. And then she's going to kill another person. And it's going to go up yet again. Alright. So she's killing way more people than Hans did the last game. She has killed 5 victims. I do only need to save 2 more in order to get my special ability. But it looks like this is like a pretty even match. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. because we have 6 more. We do have 6 more cards in the terror deck. So we are about halfway to the game. And we still haven't started looking for Caroline. But with my ability, if I'm able to get my superpower by this ability, we're in a pretty even keel spot, I think, anyway. All right, and hello. All right, so here we go. All right. All right, so that happened. So now she's going to do her ability where she gets to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And she's taking stabs, but nobody's there. Now it's my turn. I'm going to do a distraction. I did get a partial. So, you know what? I am going to, instead of the partial, I'm going to do a close call. 1, 2, and I get to re-roll again. I got a success with a partial. I'm going to use my weak attack and my short rest to make it a double success, which means that I'm going to gain 2 time and lose 2 horror. 1, 2, and gain 2 time. I'm back up to 6. All right, so I'll be able to roll my 3 dice. All right. I'm going to sprint. All right. So I got a partial and a regular success. So we can move 2 spaces. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do a regular success. So we're going to move 1 space, 2 space. So these victims are going to escape. It's going to give me 2 time, and I will be able to move an additional time. So 1, 2, I gain 2 time. I'm going to move an additional space. Beautiful. Now Selena has her special ability. And it says that when resolving search action cards, roll 2 additional dice. So that is super going to help us. We're in a pretty good spot. I do have the ability to walk. So I'm going to try to walk to that garage, and I'm going to take that person with me since they are stuck to my head. I'm going to lose 1 time, and I'm going to use 2 cards to make it a double success. So I lose 1 time, and I get to move 2 spaces. 1, 2, and Selena, we are going to search with 5 dice. All right, here we go. All right, so we are searching with 5 dice, and I did get 1 star. I got 1 success with 5 die. All right, so that means that I get to take the top item, which happens to be the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. So the Lucky Rabbit's Foot says, discard during the action phase to make a horror roll. For each success, choose one of the following, and it's time, heart, to remove a horror, or to move 1 space. So I am going to put that in my backpack. That's not something that I'm going to need right this moment. And this is the end of my my turn. Yeep. All right. So the only thing that I have left is a guard. So I'm going to keep my guard. And you do get to buy 7 times worth of stuff. So let's see. I'm definitely going to take a sprint for 2. 1, 2. I'm going to take a search for 2. 1, 2. I'm going to take an improvise for 3. That's going to be my last one. All right. Sprint, search, improvise, and guard. That's a pretty good setup. All right. All right, so now our killer says everything was flying around. So we're going to gain a horror. Place the poltergeist with the closest victim on your spot if there is no victim. All right. So the poltergeist is now with me and the victim. And so the poltergeist is going to attack the victim, and she does so successfully. So now 6 people have died, and it's just me and the poltergeist in that spot. The poltergeist is going to attack me. Luckily for me, I do have a guard. I do have a guard, and I'm going to use it. So I do get to use only, unfortunately, only 2 die, and that worked. So it reduced, unfortunately, I didn't get any stars, so it is going to reduce the damage by 1. So that means she attacked me for 1, perfectly fine. All right, so now it's my turn. Rough. Okay, so I'm going to... Okay, so I'm going to improvise. All right, so I got 1 success. So for that, for the next horror roll, only all 3s and 4s are successes. All right. So then I'm going to search using 4 die because she gets extra die, and so that is a triple success. So we are good. So she gets the top 2 items. All right, let's see what we have here. Come on. All right, so we have an ancient book. We also have an energy drink. Unfortunately, it is not Caroline or the bunny, since we are going to need the bunny this game. All right, so the ancient text allows us to lose health but gain time, or an energy drink allows us to gain extra time or move a space. So I am going to take the energy drink. The ancient text is going to stay. All right, and then my last move is going to be that sprint. I was so into that last section, I didn't even put my stuff away right because I just wanted to get to it. All right, so the last thing that we are going to do is sprint. So I'm going to sprint. Come on. Okay, so we have 1 success. So that means I'm going to move 2. 1, 2, which she is going to move 3. So if I can use my lucky rabbit's foot, and then I'll make a horror roll, and then for each success, I could possibly get another 2. I could possibly get another 2 movements, so I could be able to move away from her. You know what? I'll do that. So I'm gonna roll for the lucky rabbit's foot. Okay, so I got 1 success, so that means I get to move 1 extra turn with the lucky rabbit's foot. And then I'm going to drink my energy drink. Woo! She's flying high. And then I get to move again with my energy drink, which means she's not going to touch me this round. Maybe. Hopefully not. All right. So that is all I can do. All right. Luckily for me, I did guard and improvise and a sprint. So I only used 1 time that level, or that round. So I get all my free shit, which is excellent. So I got all my free cards. I'm gonna go shopping. I got all my free cards, short rest, weak attack, my walks, and my focuses. And for 5 time, I am going to choose to sprint. I'm gonna sprint for 2. 1, 2. I have 3 left. Do I have a search in here? I don't have a search, so I'm going to grab a search for 2, and I'm going to grab a close call for 1. So I am out, and then I'm able to make my change. I always call it make my change. Sprint, search, improvise, and guard. All right, so that is done. Completely done. I noticed there are some people on stream. I just want to say hey. Nice to see you playing Final Girl. We are on round 5, in case you're wondering. Cool. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull for the Poltergeist. No! All right. So if Caroline is with you, this is called Psychic Confusion. It's a minor dark power. It says if Caroline is with you, discard and draw the next tarot card. And it says roll minus... Oh. So you have to roll 1 less die when resolving a search card. Prior to playing a search card, you may spend 3 times to ignore this penalty. And you discard this when you find Caroline. So basically, it is much harder for us to find Caroline at this point now. Not fun. All right, so the Poltergeist is going to walk for 3. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. So just like I said, we literally just outran her. Now it's our turn. All right. So for our turn, I'm going to... All right, I'm going to focus. I'm going to focus to try to get us back up to 3 die. All right, and I have a double success, so that means I lose 1 horror, and I gain 2 time. Perfect. It's funny, whenever I say the things, people go away. So that's why I don't really say the things. All right, so just lost a horror. Excellent. So now we are going to sprint. Try to get to that closet. All right, so I am going to use the short rest and weak attack to be able to go 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we're in the closet and we're going to search. Unfortunately, I can't search for, I'm not going to search for 5. I'm only going to search with 4 because of that penalty. All right, we got a double success. All right, so we're going to lose a time. Okay, we lose the time for moving, and we lose the time for searching. All right, so now we are at the closet. Okay, the first item is a rope ladder. And the second item is mysterious pills. So I'm going to take the pills. Taking the pills, and that's it. I stay there. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. So we are going to stay there, and I think that's going to be the end of... It's going to be the end of our turn. Walk, 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 focus. All right. So that was not a bad round. All right. I am going to... God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm going to purchase my stuff. So I'm going to grab a search for 2. 1, 2. I have 4. I'm going to spread distraction. I think I'm going to grab a guard for 2. 1, 2, and then I have another 2. And I am going to, you know what? I'm going to take another guard. I realize that I don't necessarily need to grab a lot of guards, but because of the fact that like she could really start wailing into us, I don't want to risk it because she could be damaging us with her terror deck as well as just wailing on us. So that's not fun. Okay. All right. So now it is our turn. Now it is her turn. Let's see. It's a fake. Discard a random item, and if you have no items, discard and draw the next tarot card. So the mysterious pills that we had, they were fake. All right, and then she's going to walk to us. 1, 2, 3, and she's gonna stab. But luckily, we are too far away from her. All right. But now she does get to go, so now she's in her spot, and she's going to stab, which luckily for me, I'm going to play that guard. All right, so I do have one success, so that means I'm going to reduce her damage by 2, which means she doesn't actually hurt me. So I am happy that I took all those guards. Oh wait, whoop. So 1, 2, 3, bop, and bop. All right. See. Okay, so it's my turn. I am going to search one last time in this area since I do have 4. I do have a double success. Beautiful. All right. So I do have Caroline, so I'm taking her, obviously. Taking Caroline, obviously. So she's hanging out with me. And that means that I lose Psychic Confusion now. I do lose that Psychic Confusion. I do have Caroline. Beautiful. In case you want to see. Here she is. Oh, wait. Hello. That is Caroline. All right, she's just hanging out with me. She's like, whoa, what's going on? You know, everything is moving around. It's crazy. And I'm like, yeah. Everything is going awry, but I'm going to get you out of here. Like, don't worry. You don't have to worry. All right, so. All right. All right, unfortunately, though, we cannot leave without Mr. Floppy. I'm guessing Mr. Floppy's in the attic. So we are going to run up to that attic. So we're going to search with 3 die. All right, so we have 1 die. We're going to move for 1. Lose a time. We are going to, oh wait, we need to lose another one. All right, so we have 2, we have a partial success, and I'm going to use my close call, -2, to be able to reroll. Oh, it happened again. All right, so we're gonna trip, lose a health, and lose 2. All right, so we're done. Oh, you know what? No, we're not. Yes, we are. It's fine. Oh, so I got my free stuff. That's good. Because I'm not able to buy anything because I have no time. But luckily, I do have a guard because she's going to be on our case now. All right, so she's on our case, so she's going to walk, or she has terror. All right, unseen forces. All right, so we get to skip that because we have Caroline. All right, nothing is as it seems. If she's with you, discard and draw the next terror card. All right, which means that we are on our last terror card. There are victims on the board, discard, otherwise. All right, so that has swapped us to our finale. So this is, oh no. This finale is nothing is easy, and so all 0 action cards now cost 1. It's a very pretty card. And I love it too because it actually has our final girl on it. Which is always pretty, that's kind of cool. All right. All right, so now it is my turn. It, like, when the finale comes up, it like reshuffles everything. So, all right. I actually can't do anything. I can't, I can focus for 1. That's the only thing I can do. All right, I did gain. So I do lose 1, but that's fine. Sprint. All right, I'm gonna grab a sprint for 2. I have 3 left. I'm gonna grab a search for 2. I have 1 left, and I'm gonna grab a close call. And I'm done. I'm gonna put this focus back. All right, this is pretty rough now. Okay, so the Poltergeist is going to teleport to our spot. She's going to try to injure us. I'm going to guard. All right, I have a partial success, so I'm going to use my focus and my weak attack to make that into one success, and I will mitigate that damage completely so that I'm done with that. Beautiful. Alright, so that was the Poltergeist's turn. Now it's my turn, and I'm going to sprint. So we are going to sprint with our 3 die. I'm going to use 2 time to do a close call and be able to reroll all my die. Okay, I did get a one success, so that means I get to move. There we go, I moved 1. Alright, so I'm in the attic, and I'm going to search. I get to search with my 5 die. Okay. I have 1 success. So I'm gonna take the top item in the attic. Alright, I have a first aid kit, and it says every time you use an action card to recover health, you recover an additional heart, which is good because I currently only have 1 heart, and the only action that I currently have is a short rest. So you know what? I have 3 times, so you know what? I am going to do that short rest. With my 3. Alright. So I gain 2 hearts. I gain 2 hearts. I gain a horror. I lose a time. And my game, it stops right here and now. Boom. Alright. So I do have 2 time. And I'm gonna grab a search with my 2 time. It's the only thing I'm grabbing. Got my search. I can't grab my free things because I don't have the money because they're no longer free. Sprint. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, card. Alright. So I'm going to be taking that 2 damage back in a moment. But that's fine. Because I have the health to spare currently. Alright. So the Poltergeist is going to teleport to me. Alright. She's going to deal 2 damage. Alright. She deals 2 damage to me. And that's the end of her turn. For my turn now, I only have 1 item, and it's a search. So I'm going to search with my 5. I do have a double success. 1, 2. So it means I get to look at these 2 items in the attic. Oh, man. Alright, so unfortunately, alright, so I have a ritualistic dagger, or I have a map, or a list of things in the blank. So since I cannot do damage to the Poltergeist, I have to grab the list of things in the blank. Alright, so I'm gonna put this one back down, swap the thing, and I'm going to roll, and I rolled a 1. Alright, so that means I'm going to know everything in the garage. So the money is in the garage. Alright, Mr. Floppy is in the garage, so I just need to make my way down to the garage to be able to grab him and get the hell out of here. Okay. Okay, so I did that. Alright, so I have 5 time. I have 5 time. I'm going to go shopping. So with my 5 time, I'm going to grab a guard for 2. I have 3 time, a sprint for 2. 1, 2. And you know what? I'm going to grab a walk for 1. That'll be good. So I am out. The poltergeist is going to attack me, but I'm going to use my guard. Sorry, I forgot that I needed to roll 3. All right, I have a single success, which means that I'm reducing it by 2, so I mitigated that damage completely. All right, so that was the poltergeist's turn. Now I get to sprint. Sprint for 3. Oh no. Okay. That was the worst scenario that could have happened. So I didn't get a success at all. So now I get to move 1 space. I get to move 1 space. I lose 1 health. And I lose 2 time. Lose 2 time. And my turn is completely over. All right, now when I purchase stuff now, I have 4. So I'm going to purchase a sprint for 2, and I'm going to purchase a guard for 2. Now the way that this works is that I need to do well. Now because I'm on my last health, I get an additional roll. So she's going to teleport to me. So she's back to me. Woo! And she is going to try to attack me, but I get to roll for 4 to try to guard. Now I need 1 star to stay in the game. I have 1 star. Perfect. So I mitigated that damage. That's done. Damage is fine. That's all she could do. Now it's my turn. I'm going to sprint with my 4. All right. I have 3 successes. Yes. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to walk. All right. I get to walk an additional 1 space. All right, so 1, 2. All right, so now I'm going to take a 2 for my guard. I'm going to take a walk for 1. And I'm going to take that short rest for 1. And I'm done. All right, because I need to start getting at least some sort of health back, because if I don't have any health back, I'm completely done. Because my free items are no longer free because of the finale. It's gonna be rough. All right, so the poltergeist is going to teleport to me. All right. And she's going to try to attack me, but I do have a guard, and since I'm on my last health, I do get an extra die, so I get to roll for 4. And I do have 1 success. I have 1 success and I have a partial success. So I protect myself 2 damage, which is all she does, so I'm fine. And now it's my turn, and I'm going to choose to short rest. Come on. All right, I do have 1 success, so because of the 1 success, I'm going to gain 2 heart and lose a health, and I'm going to walk for 3, or with 3 die. I lose a health. Or no, I'm not. I'm not losing a health. I'll lose the 2-time. 1, 2. That's fine with me. I'm like, I worked too hard to get that health back. Alright, so I do have 3 time left. I'm going to guard for... Guard. Guard for 2. And walk for 1. I'm done. Alright. So now it is my turn. Or it's her turn. And she's still with me, and she's going to try to pop me, but I'm going to guard with my 3. Alright. That she didn't deal any damage to me, because I'm going to walk with my 3. Oh no! Alright. She did do... I didn't successfully do that, so I'm going to lose 2 time. Alright. So now it's my turn. I'm going to guard for 2. And I'm going to sprint for 2. And we're done. Walk and guard. She's going to attack me. I'm going to roll for 3. Perfect. It's my turn. I'm going to sprint with 3. Alright. I get to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Because I have 2 success. Move 1. Perfect. Alright. So now... it's my shopping time, and I'm going to, I have 5, so I'm going to take a search for 2, take a guard for 2, and take a close call for 1. I'm done. Perfect. Sprint, guard. All right, so she's going to teleport to me again. All right, she's going to try to attack me, but I am going to guard. Alright, I do have a success, so she doesn't hurt me. And I'm going to search. I'm going to search using my 2 extra die. Come on. Okay, so I have 1 success for my search. And I'm going to lose 2 time to be able to re-roll. Alright, I do have multiple successes, so that means I get Mr. Floppy. Beautiful. Alright. Okay, so now I have 3. I have 3, so I'm able to buy a guard for 2, 1, 2, and a walk for 1, and I'm done. Alright. Close call, search, and guard. Perfect. Alright. So this could be my last round. So she's going to try to attack me with 3 die. I ignore it, and I'm going to try to walk with... Now it's my turn. I'm going to try to walk with my 3 die. I'm able to walk 1 space. That is my only move. Go down to 5. Alright, so now I'm going to purchase for 2, for a guard, for sprint for 2, and a close call for 1. Beautiful. Alright. Now this could seriously be it. Alright, so she's going to attack my character, and I'm going to use my guard. So, armed with my 3 die. Alright, I have one success, so I completely guarded the 2 damage she was going to give to me. Alright, so that's the end of her turn. She went after me, boom. All right, now it's my turn, and I'm going to try to sprint to the escape. I have Mr. Floppy. I have Caroline. Oh! And I got 1 success, so I'm going to run out the door. And I escaped with Carolyn, and Mr. Floppy. So Selena is the final girl. We have successfully won against the Poltergeist. And so we got Selena out with Carolyn and Mr. Floppy. So it was a successful game. We won. Yay! Excellent. All right. Yeah. You know, it's funny. When dealing with the Poltergeist end game, it was just a lot of guarding the Poltergeist attack, since I had already reached the sweet spot of having, of being all the way in the green with the horror rolls. So it was one of those things that, because I was at the green and I was rolling 3 die, I was able to mitigate all the damage that she was going to give me. And luckily for me, I did have the first aid kit. So when things did get dire, instead of just gaining 1 health, I gained 2 extra health, which was very nice. If you like Final Girl or solo board gaming stuff, I will be doing more streams. Yeah, all I have to do is put this stuff away. But I just want to thank you for however much time you spent watching the stream. I appreciate it. If you could like or subscribe, and thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful day.